So right now I'm totally relying on the OIS in the lens, and I'm right now at pro neck high. So this is the pro neck high. I'm just using the OIS. So right now this is 10 millimeter. Let me just tilt the microphone to me. Now microphone is facing me. So 18 millimeter will be look like this. I'm just using the OIS. So what should we get? I'm looking for a cheesecake. Let me find. So this is pro neck high. So this is the OIS in the lens only. For example, you want to use the Canon 90D, or you want to use with the A6400, A6100, or Fujifilm X-S10. Like Fujifilm X-S10 do not have IBIS or any digital image stabilization, so you have to rely on the OIS. In my opinion, the Nikon 10 to 20 have a much better OIS. So what should we get? What should we get? Should we get some kind of pizza or what? No, I'm not. So let me. There's some chicken. Okay. Let me see what should we get. Let me find something to eat. There's some eggs. Personally, I like the Japanese egg over the local eggs. Where's my favorite? These are the Japanese egg. These are my favorite. I mean, I just love them. And okay, let's see. I want some yogurt. So these are the yogurt. Okay. Again, just relying on the OIS program priority. Oh, there's a little bit sale on the jam already bought last week. Should we get an Oreo cake for around 10 US dollar? Oreo cake. Let me zoom in to 80 millimeter Oreo cake, 10 millimeter Oreo cake. Okay, some hash brown, some French fries. Let me take a look at honey. No honey, no money, no money, no honey. Okay, let's see what we can get here. I'm looking for the Australian honey, which I cannot. I think this one is the Australian honey. Yes, I personally like this one. For example, this is the 10 millimeter and 18 millimeter. For example, you're using 18 to 55 on the Fujifilm. This is the field where you're going to get 10 millimeter. So, yeah. So now let's switch back to me. Pro neck high. So let's see what can we find. So 10 millimeter will be like this. Just relying on the OIS. OIS 10 millimeter. Let's see. Let me turn to 11 millimeter. For example, you wanna use the Canon 11 to 22 on your M6 Mark II. This is the 11 millimeter. So this is 11 millimeter. You are going to get field of view. Again, the 11 millimeter on the M6 will be different. There is a 1.6 crop. If you wanna convert the 11 millimeter on the Canon to full frame, 1.6 time it will be 17.6. 17.6 in full frame. If you wanna turn the 11 on the APS-C like Fuji or Sony or the Nikon, it will be around 16.5. So there's a 1 millimeter crop difference. So yeah, now let me just put into 12 millimeter. If you are thinking you should get this Zeiss 12 millimeter f2.8, this is the filter you're going to get. Maybe I want some beans. Okay, let's see what else we can go get here. And 30 millimeter, the Viltrox 30 millimeter field of view will be like this. So this is the 30 millimeter field of view. Okay, let me show you. Can you see? I don't think so. You can see anything. Should I buy some razor? I think I should get some razor if there's a good deal. No. Personally, I use this razor for shaving my mustache. It's around 3 US dollar. Normally, I get it for 2 US dollar. It's quite expensive. This is the 40 millimeter. If you're thinking to get the 40 millimeter f2.0 Fujinon, this is the field of view you're going to get. Okay, let's see what else we have to here. Okay, should I get some like cockroach? I like the tiltable microphone. Right now the microphone is facing me. Right now the microphone is facing opposite. I think so. Should I get this one? 62 for. Okay, I should get this one. Okay, it's around 8 US dollar for no. It's around like 8 US dollar for two. These days there's a lot of mosquito. Rabia. So let me just turn it into 15 millimeter. So this is the field of view you're going to get with the Fujinon 15 to 45. Can you hold this too? these are empty boxes. In the counter they will pay. They will give us the real one. I got there because there are a lot of mosquitoes in my workplace. So let me just put into 16 millimeter. This is the 16 millimeter and this is the 18 millimeter. Totally relying on the OIS. So right now I have turned on the IBIS, OIS plus IBIS, and we are at 18 millimeter. Let me go to 10 millimeter. OIS and IBIS. The microphone is near my face. I really like this tiltable microphone, like the shotgun microphone. Like they are only one direction. They are the front. For example, right now I'm recording from the rear. So I'm sorry, I'm recording from the back, and then I can talk. There's some yogurt. I really like this Paul yogurt. So this is a zoom test, 18 millimeter, 10 millimeter. Right now we are at the uh, Pro Next Standard. This is on 10 US dollar. I'm looking for the cheesecake. So there's a lot of Japanese drink. 10 millimeter, 11 millimeter, 12 millimeter, 13 millimeter, 14 millimeter, 15 millimeter, 16 millimeter, 17 millimeter, 18 millimeter. Let me do again a walk. So this is the field view you are going to get at 18 millimeter. I'm not using any DIS, digital image stabilization. 18 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 15 millimeter, 18 millimeter. So if you wanna know the difference of field of view between the Fuji 15 to 45, that's super cheap lens, and the f2.8 to f4 lens, I'm talking about the 18 to 15. So this is the 18 millimeter, 15, 18, 15, 18, 10 millimeter. I'm using the classic neck, but I'm right now at 1.1 crop. I turn on the digital image stabilization with the IBIS plus the OIS. So I'm just trying my best to find the cheesecake. Rabia, can you hold this one for me? Okay. Why are you dressed like a Mickey Mouse? My wife is having some problem in her teeth. That's why I'm going to bring her to dentist. Okay, can you find the cheesecake or not?
To be honest, this Fujian mart is very expensive compared to my area, compared to Chunwan district. This mart is very expensive. So I don't recommend this to come here and buy from the shop.
One for my mother, one for my sister, one for my wife, and one for myself. I'm buying the regular version for myself and mango flavor for my wife.
Kids.
So I'm going to go to counter. Just go to the counter. So can you put into 18 millimeter? Let me just put in 18 millimeter. So this is the 18 millimeter field of view you are going to get. So right now I'm recording with the internal profile. Before I was recording the entire in 100 megabits per second. Right now we are at the 200 megabits per second. Still the regular 4K, not the DCI, but it's 200 megabits per second. Can you hold the camera for me, Ravia? If you have to zoom, just zoom, okay? Just zoom. Just 1 minute, just one minute.
He is going to replace. Give me this.
No, I can hold it.
Okay, let's wait for him at the counter. Well, I'm not feeling good. My teeth are hurting, so I'm speaking very less. Where is the counter? Maybe you can see the counter is here. This is called self counter. You have to self-service checkouts, and counter is there maybe. Yeah.
You get up from here. Go from here this way.
Okay.
This way.
Okay. So he's paying. this counter is always, I mean, people buy plenty of stuff from here. So it's always busy. The counter is always busy. Hmm. Hmm.
चल बाद में जाओ वहाँ जाकर खड़ी हो जाओ
This mug is so big but very expensive. Let's come back after he finishes. Everything is almost finished. So family is here.
So let's go. One thing I want to talk about like the Fusion is that they are super lazy here. Like this is the upper class supermarket, not the lower class. This is the upper class, but still they are so lazy. They are 7 empty counter and one cashier. Only one cashier and 7 empty counter. And then definitely, as you can see, this is China. Not everyone, but this cashier is super rude. Literally, I said good morning and thank you. She did not reply. This one is not your regular supermarket. This is where the higher class, where people have the Lamborghini, Ferrari live. Again, this is a WeWork mall. This is a very expensive mall, and this is the situation at the supermarket. Super rude customer service, absolutely rude. And then now, tell me, I'm going to grab the camera. So yeah, so super rude customer service. But anyway, life is life. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed to be honest with you. I really don't want to come here, but this is the morning supermarket which open early, but again this is not cheap, this is expensive. This is Fusion. If you want to go with the cheaper one, the regular, the master supermarkets called Parky Shop and Welcome, Fusion is like expensive. This is expensive mall, and customer service is very bad. This is the internal profile. I hope you like my video.